Hello friends, welcome back to Skyrim. We are here in Dragon's Reach, and today what we're going to be doing is bringing Farengar's Secret Fire, the dragon stone that we recovered from the tombs in Bleak Falls Barrow, and after we drop that off, and he hopefully pays us very, very well for it, we will be heading back to Winterhold so that we can continue our research and figure out what's going on with that strange orb that we found in the ruins of Sarthal. So, let's get to it. Alright, so here we are back in Dragon's Reach after raiding that tomb. Let's go see if we can find Farengar. There he is.
You see? The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously valuable. Now, let me show you something else I found. Very intriguing. I think your employers may be interested as well. Yes, the Jarl's protege. Back from Bleak Falls Barrow. You didn't die, it seems. The Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way.
Thank you. Now, about my reward. You see, I don't normally go into dangerous Draugr-infested tombs for charity work, so I expect you are going to pay me quite well,
You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward, Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
That's right.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy.
Thank you.
When you've deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting.
A dragon?
What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you
What are
told
you
me
doing that for?
about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar.
Good, you better not have.
As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
Alright, Jarl Bolgriff. If you need my help taking out a dragon, I'll see what I can do.
Bit late to be wandering around, isn't it?
I'll see you at the watchtower as soon as the rest of the men have gathered.
Alright, so we just left Dragon's Reach up there, and we're outside of Whiterun, and we need to go to the Western Watchtower, which I believe is that building over there, and we need to go investigate this potential dragon sighting. And as soon as we're done taking care of that for Jarl Bulgriff, since he so desperately needs my help, we'll head back to Winterhold and continue our research on what we found at the ruins of Sarthal. Alright, if you look over there, we can see guards running to investigate, so we better follow them. However, perhaps this is a bit of an overreaction. I mean, the sky looks pretty clear to me. Alright, let's go see what we're dealing with. Oh, alright, yeah. That looks like the Western Watchtower, and that fire doesn't look good. Looks like it could have been a dragon attack, but I don't know. The sky looks pretty clear to me, and I don't really see anything that's out of the ordinary besides that. Well, I suppose we better go join the others and investigate.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here.
No kidding.
I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Good thinking. Whoa. Yeah, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all.
No, get back. Still here somewhere. Rocky and Thor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes.
Here he comes.
And make every arrow count.
Oh, there he is. There's the dragon. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Whoa.
Anyone see him?
There he is. Get the dragon. Huh. Did we get him?
Make sure that overgrown lizard is
think we got him. Whoa. 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 We just took out our first dragon. Whoops, let's take that gold. Wow. Look at this.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
What? Dragonborn? What do you mean?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I don't know, maybe. I don't really know what happened to me.
There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecarl. You ain't a gnome.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
If you really are Dragonborn, like out of the old tales, you ought to be able to shout. Can you? Have you tried?
No, but I certainly can. Just give me a second. Just step back. Alright.
They say the Dragonborn can shout without any training, like Talos himself.
Alright, I'll give it a try. Foos!
That was shouting, what you just did.
What matter of power?
Must I? You really are Dragonborn, then.
Dragonborn. Cool.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in more than a few. I don't know about this Dragonborn business, but I'm sure glad you're with us. You better get back to Whiterun
I'm
right
glad
away.
you're on our side.
Jarl Balgruuf will want to know what happened here.
You're probably right. I'll let him know everything that happened. And, I suppose
I'm
I'll...
in command here for the moment. You head back to Whiterun and let the Jarl know what happened.
Will do. I suppose I'll let you, clean up the mess. Wow, so who just killed our first dragon? That was pretty cool, not gonna lie. That was pretty cool. And as for you, my friend, it doesn't look like you'll be terrorizing the people of Whiterun anymore. Looks like we've put an end to your reign of terror, eh? Alright, well, looks like I'm gonna leave the rest of the guards to clean this mess up. Suppose I better head back to Whiterun and let the Jarl know what happened. I'm sure he'll want to know that we took out a dragon at the Western Watchtower. Suppose we better get a move on. Did you hear that? I'm not sure what that was. Well, regardless, up there's Dragon's Reach, the Jarl's palace, so we better get up there and let him know what happened. I'll catch you all inside. Well, unfortunately on our way up it started to rain, but we've made it back to the Jarl's palace. Let's head on in.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthor.
Alright, here we are, back in Dragon's Reach. Let's let the Jarl know exactly what happened.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
Thank you for letting me know.
The summons. What else could it mean?
The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the Watchtower? Was the dragon there?
Yes, well, the Watchtower was destroyed, Jarl Bulgriff, but we did manage to kill the dragon.
I knew I could count on Irileth. But there must be more to it than that.
Well, I'm afraid that some of your men seem to think that I might be something called a Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What do you know about the Dragonborn?
Well, I'm afraid I don't know much, but you see, when the dragon died, I seemed to absorb some sort of power from it. I'm not really sure what happened.
So it's true. Greybeards really were summoning you.
I'm afraid I don't know who the Greybeards are.
Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion, high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
And what exactly might these Greybeards want with me? I mean, I did hear a strange noise earlier.
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Rongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeard's business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon? It revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you know? To climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus.
Thank you.
Still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you, Jarl Bulgriff. I will take your recommendations under advisement, and thank you for the honors. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to either go see the Greybeards or get back to Winterhold to continue my research. It's been a pleasure meeting with you, sir. Alright, well, that was personally a little more than I bargained for when I decided to visit Whiterun. Well, I suppose we better head out.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you.
Is that so, Lydia? Well, this is the first time I've clearly realized that something is broken in the Modlist, because I don't think that your face is supposed to be blue. That's quite funny. Alright, well, now that I'm a Thane, what exactly does that mean?
The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold. A hero. The title of Thane is an honor, a gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are.
And what exactly does a housecarl do?
As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life. Good day. Don't even think about it.
Your blue head is really
Up for a
creepy.
little hunting?
Alright, Lydia. I will see you later.
Long life to you, Thane.
Alright, well, since Lydia's face is blue and it's really creeping me out, I think it's time we get out of Whiterun, because we've done a lot while we've been here. We cleared out that keep and found those books that we need for our research at the college. We helped the Jarl out, we slayed a dragon, and we even found out that I am in fact the Dragonborn. So, I think it's time that we headed back to Winterhold and continued with our research, because I think I've had enough of Whiterun for at least a little bit. And we do have more pressing matters, because we need to figure out what's going on with that strange orb that we found in Sarthal. So, let's get a move on. Alright, well, it's raining and I'm not walking in this, so let's get a carriage ride back to the college. I'll see you all back in Winterhold. Alright, my friends, we are back here in Winterhold, so I think it's time that we bring those books that we recovered back to our librarian friend. Oh, but first, we have to pet the chicken. Hi. Yeah, hello, my friend, hello. Good to see you again.
Everything's...
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
Alright, here we are back at the college, so let's go and bring these books to the librarian. Oh man, look at the snow. That's so cool. That is so cool. The college does look pretty impressive at night, especially surrounded by the northern lights. Alright, so here we are, back at the college, and I gotta say, the place looks quite impressive with the snow and the northern lights and the giant moons. All very cool. Now, let's go bring these books back to our librarian friend. I'm sure he'll be happy that we've recovered them. Alright, wow. Look at that. It looks like the professor managed to get that orb out of the ruins. Let's have a look.
The Archmage believed it important. It must be powerful.
We don't know that. We don't even know what it is. Where is Arin anyway?
In his quarters with that Thalmor on Kano. Something urgent, it sounded like.
All right, that's enough. Back to bed, please.
Oh, excuse me. I've managed to recover the books that went missing for you.
Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these.
Oh, thank you.
Fight well.
Thank you, my friend. Oh. Professor, hello.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Oh, thank you, sir. Alright, well, the librarian suggested that I come see you.
Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery?
Well, he found a certain book called the Night of Tears, which may have some helpful information for us.
Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before.
It is pretty cool.
If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations.
Of course.
I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Eliad, Gwema, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Arin is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
Indeed.
I'm afraid I must
No,
intrude.
Whoa.
It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
Keep your hand. This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time. when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
I don't understand what's going on, and I'm not sure I'm going anywhere with you, Mr. Thalmor agent.
Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
And why exactly are you so concerned about this? Last I checked, the Thalmor didn't run Skyrim, or this college.
I'll be the one asking the questions. All you need to know is that the Psijic Order is a rogue organization, believing themselves to be above the law. They have clashed with the Old Mary Dominion before, and I have no intention of allowing that to happen here.
Oh, of course. Wouldn't want anyone getting on the wrong side of the Thalmor, eh?
Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Alright, guess we better go. Otherwise I don't think this dude's gonna stop harassing us.
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person.
Likewise, I do remember you appearing to me as a ghost in Sarthal. And, what exactly would you like with me, sir?
I merely wish to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
Well, I suppose that's fair, and, sorry, but, spirit messages don't always get through in Winterhold. We have really bad service up here. But, if this thing is so dangerous, then why don't you do something about it? I mean, you seem, perfectly qualified. You can, after all, talk to me across time and space and all that jazz, so I think it's something that maybe you can handle, no?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events.
That's inconvenient.
My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate.
Oh no, he's not with me.
Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
And, what exactly is the problem here, sir? Again, why is this my problem?
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided.
And, what is it that you expect me to do about it?
We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be.
I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
And what exactly is this augur that you want me to visit?
He was once a student here at the college. Now he is something different.
Right. And first of all, why should I trust you?
I presume you refer to Ancano's distaste for the Psijic Order. The Thalmor see our order as a threat because we have power, and we will not allow them to control us. I assure you that we mean you no harm.
Well, I can respect that. I mean, any enemy of the Thalmor is a friend of mine as far as I'm concerned. But where can I find this augur?
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry.
Well,
were you about
what
to
is the
say
meaning
something?
of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Psijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow.
Likewise. Are you doing okay?
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Did the Psijic monk say anything to you about anything you might want?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
Well, just out of curiosity, not that the Psijic monk told me or anything to ask this, but have you ever heard of the Augur of Dunlane?
Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
Understood. Thank you for your time.
Excuse me.
Of course. You know, the Archmage does have a pretty cool looking garden. I really, personally, I quite like these flowers here, the death bell. Look how they just sort of wave in the wind. Very, very cool. They're just so pretty looking. And, you know, I'll try not to step on anything. But, I mean, look at the glowing mushrooms. You know, I really do respect the aesthetic of the garden. I'm sure you can all appreciate it as well. Well, I suppose I better go see the professor before we were so rudely interrupted by the Thalmor. Well, the Eye of Magnus does look very, very cool. And hopefully, we'll be able to actually learn something useful from this crazy powerful magical artifact. So we're going to need to continue our research on it, but we will do that next episode. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you in the next one, my friends. Peace out.